developed some back problems, and about 3 months ago I went to get an MRI done, and the results were terrible. It turns out I got a herniated disc, 2 bulging discs in a disease called congenital degenerative disc disease. You got your smartphones, you guys can Google that later. So basically, I'm not retiring, but right now, I talked to Chuck, and I'm putting myself on a leave of absence from competing in IWC for right now. I'm not saying goodbye, but I don't know when I'll be back. So I just want to say thank you. It's been fun, and I hope to see you guys soon. And believe me, I really wish I could get my hands on that Dalton Castle character tonight. The Party Peacock, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous.
I think I speak for,
I wanna see you.
What the hell? I think I was about to speak for everybody and say, Justin, thank you. We've appreciated your time and sacrifice with IWC and entertaining us throughout the years, and this is not entertaining me so much as it is confusing me. Not the fact that I'm joined by Justin Plummer, my colleague, but the fact that the Party Peacock and charismatic milkshake is on his way to the ring, interrupting a very serious and somber moment in our tribute to Justin Idol. Justin Plummer.
Joe, I just got the news that you were riding solo tonight. I thought I'd come help you out for a little while, and
the hell?
Unfortunately, I think I picked a bad time.
You picked an awkward time. I mean, Justin's moment, Justin Idol's moment right now.
It is his moment. We're trying to be serious. You got to be serious every once in a while. But this Dalton Castle character, he seems to be getting a little more ridiculous every week.
Well, even the mic's acting ridiculous in his hands.
Turn your mouth off, Daddy.
Wow.
It doesn't concern you.
Dalton disrespected Justin a couple months ago, and now he's going to do it again.
You. Justin Idol, we had a big match planned tonight. You versus me. What happened? You're quitting? You're ending it? Is it you don't think I'm serious? You don't think I'm a serious wrestler?
It's not all about you, pal.
Is it the colors? Is it the mask? Me. Mask off. Do you take me serious now? Dalton, this has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. I think maybe your back hurts. Maybe the doctor says you can't wrestle, but you know deep down you might be sitting this one out because you were up against Dalton Castle tonight. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to goad me into a fight, but that's not going to happen. You've been trying to make a name for yourself here. So what? What have you done? You beat 2 of my most recent graduates. I'm undefeated! I beat your students! You trained them, they're not good. I proved that. Listen, I'm not gonna fight you, okay? I'm injured. I got more important things in my life right now, like my 9-month-old baby girl, okay? I gotta think about her first. I love her baby. What, that's your baby? Ah, poor child. I just hope that she doesn't grow up to be a coward like her father.
Come on. Show some respect for the guy.
That's what we want, right? You want to see Justin Idol fight Dalton Castle tonight?
It's not worth it, Justin. Think about this.
I'll knock your teeth down your throat, but I'm not going to do that. Because you can't. You know why? Because I talked to Chuck Roberts, and we both and I had an understanding that I wouldn't be competing tonight. So we found a suitable replacement for myself. Someone that actually would be a good competition for someone such as yourself. Ooh. This man's in the back. He's a former IWC member of the roster. He's a former IWC Super Indie champion. This man recently signed a developmental deal with the WWE.
Wait a minute, Joe.
And he's back in IWC. Your opponent tonight is Matthew Justice.
Whoa!
That's the only man it could be.
The one-man militia, baby. Matthew Justice, back from a 6-month vacation in Florida, decided he didn't like the environment. He'd come back home.
We were told we were going to be seeing some faces from the past.
But I would consider this to be also a face of the future.
Oh, you got that right, Joe. Still up and coming. Matthew Justice, Dalton Castle's been acting ridiculous and almost laughable for the past few weeks, but I think he finally took it a little bit too far. He's become downright offensive. Matt Justice is back in the IWC, and hopefully he can shut this Dalton Castle guy up.
And check out the reaction on Dalton Castle in the ring. He's besides himself. He had no idea. He may be prepared for Justin Idol, but he had no idea Matthew Justice was going to even be here, let alone compete against him.
Now, Dalton Castle arrived in the IWC after Matthew Justice had already left. But he certainly, by the look on his face, knows just who Matthew Justice is.
I think everybody knows who Matthew Justice is by now.
It's good to see him back, Joe, isn't it? This is great.
It's great to see him back. He's in the best shape of his life, mind, body, and soul. And he's one of the most athletically gifted talents on the roster. And like Justin Idol said, he's a former Super Indy champion. And to compete at a level for the Super Indy championship with guys like Super Hentai, guys like Shima Zion, that's big time news. That's a big accomplishment for Matt Justice. And the crowd is certainly elated to see Matt as well.
And Matt's ready to go. I don't know what Dalton Castle is doing out there. He looks to be distracted by one individual fan. This can't be good for his game plan.
I think the only person upset about seeing Matt Justice here is Dalton Castle. You ever order a charismatic milkshake, Justin?
You know, I tried to once, and I got slapped in the face.
Well, Dalton Castle gets hit upside the face right now, courtesy of a Matthew Justice forearm or two. And this matchup starts very rapidly and very physically. I think Matt Justice looking to re-cement his status in IWC just his first night back. And Dalton Castle been very disrespectful to many of the young talents here in IWC and to Justin Idol as well. A couple months ago, when the entire fate of the company, our jobs were on the line in that War Games cage match, Castle was more consumed with himself and picking a fight with Justin Idol to try to progress his own career rather than worried about his job security. He does not think about anything other than his own ego and his own career, and it may come back to haunt him here tonight.
Well, he's selfish, Joe, and he's proven that so far, and he really proved that here tonight. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he's pretty darn, I mean, he is undefeated here in the IWC, no matter what his competition is. I mean, from top to bottom, this roster's solid. And to be undefeated still at this point, you got to give him a little bit of credit.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you look past his milkshakes and his peacock, then you can definitely see he's very, very talented at what he does. He's got sizzle, but he's got the steak to back it up. He's a very talented athlete, or else he wouldn't be here in IWC, and he's proving it now. Chancery into a takedown on Matthew Justice.
How big would a victory be over Matt Justice right here tonight for Dalton Castle and establishing his legacy, so to speak, here in IWC?
It'd be the biggest win of his IWC career by far. Matt Justice just spent 6 months down in Florida studying under some of the greatest minds this business has ever seen. Men like Steve Kern, men like Dr. Tom Pritchard, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, and many contracted WWE stars as well. Matt Justice is more educated than ever before, but he also has something to prove. He parted ways with WWE, and regardless of whether that was mutual, whether that was Matt's decision or otherwise, Matt still wants to show that maybe he didn't get the opportunities he felt were afforded of him.
And Joe, when you see somebody with the success that Matt Justice has had,
huge collision.
You can't help but be proud to be part of this company when you see guys come right up through here and then move on to do the things that he's starting to do as we speak.
Well, let's look at guys like Sterling James Keenan, who's currently signed to a WWE contract. John Bolin was at one point. Shima Zion, now working for Impact Wrestling. Various talents have had opportunities with Ring of Honor, Dragon Gate USA, and a number of talents also toward Japan. So IWC truly is an international wrestling cartel and truly does have the absolute best talent in the area. And 2 of the best right now. Great rotation on the Snap Power Slam, 2-0. Well, you're talking about a big win for Dalton Castle. Also going to be a big win for Matthew Justice to be the first guy in IWC to defeat the Party Peacock.
Yeah, it certainly would be a nice welcome home gift for himself if he could pull this one off. Maybe even a little bit of a blow to the ego of Dalton Castle, maybe shut him up a little bit. Well, we can only hope to find out.
We can hope, but I wouldn't presume. Justice again firing with those big Ivan Putski-like Polish hammers. with that upper body strength that Matt has worked diligently to put on the past 2 years or so. Matt's probably a good 30 or 40 pounds heavier than he was when I first met him when he started. And that's a true testament to his dedication in the gym, but you can't count out Castle as well, and Castle probably has a slight size advantage. There's a rocker dropper by Justice. There's a cover, 2 and no. Matt brings so much energy everywhere he goes, whether it's in the ring, whether it's on a microphone in front of these crowd. Matt just brings an aura about him, something that gets you excited.
Oh yeah, you can see that when he came out. The fans were surprised, the fans were thrilled. And this is only the beginning. Who else is back there tonight?
We got a lot more members of IWC's past here. Of course, Eric Ecstasy supposed to be joining me here at ringside. Unfortunately, couldn't make it. Our thoughts are out with him. We understand he has performed himself from his Eric Lee Schwab days. He's back to his
5 minutes gone by this contest, 5 minutes.
Funner, let's say, more socially open self. And look at the clothesline, centering as Castle built up and esteem. And check out that seamless agility. I talked about Facade a moment ago, but Castle can bring it as well, and he can make that like peacock type quail gimmicky noise thing.
There he goes, he's flapping the wings. No.
Well, Matt Justice in perfect position to go air Justice, but got caught.
Wow.
Castle was too close.
Surprising power there. Matt Justice is a big man.
Matt couldn't get the air, but he got planted down to the belly for 2. What the hell?
Joe, wait a minute here. Justin Idol's on the ramp.
I don't know if we picked it up on the DVD yet, but Justin Idol's on the ramp, and he's got the peacock mask and the peacock jacket.
Can we get a camera over here?
And then we just saw, there's Justin right there in the garment, and Dalton Castle back in the ring's distracted by this. Idol's renting space in Castle's head, just like Castle rented space in Idol's head.
Nobody messes with Dalton Castle's mask.
Well, Justin Idol just did. I got news for you. And it's time for Air Justice.
He took his eye off the ball.
Right to the top of the head. Castle's been knocked loopy. And he just got pinned.
Wow. The streak, Joe, is over for Dalton Castle.
That's major news. Matt Justice is victorious. Here at IWC's 10-year anniversary celebration, Dalton Castle has been defeated, but given assist to Justin Idol. Justin may have not been able to physically get revenge, but he certainly got one up on Dalton tonight.
He most certainly did, and Dalton Castle prides himself on that undefeated streak. He don't got it anymore.
And now the spotlight for the first time is not on the party peacock Dalton Castle. It's on that man, the one-man militia, Matthew Justice.
You guys got this. Tony, you got record? Make noise if you guys can hear me. Okay. I got some news, and we're gonna find out together because I want you guys to know what I think is going down here tonight. Let's go. Hey! Hey! Fathers! 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 Hey! Founding fathers! Hey! First off, I brought the live audience in here with me because don't talk. You're not in charge anymore. I am. That's fine, but you can't.